Cut and print. Beautiful guys. Dynamite. Well, y'all, it's a wrap. That's it. The show is over. Krishan has officially packed it up and shipped it on out. Yes, and Natalie has finally let her ego overstep her checkbook. Baby Natalie girl, as an EP, I don't know what your problem was. You didn't let your meal ticket run off the show, girl. All over a slap in the face. Let's talk about it, baby. Because this is a big deal. Let's go. Girl, you got a big ass mouth. First things first, y'all. I don't know how to say it the nice way, so I'm going to just say it how only I can. YouTube ain't paying enough. So if you guys really do love seeing this commentary, I love coming and giving y'all my commentary, but I refuse to work for free. That's just not how I get down. So if you would like to see me more often, y'all can go ahead and drop $1 or $2 or $10 or $200, whatever you have on hand, whatever you have extra to spare this week today. Go ahead and drop that in my Cash App. Hashtag Big Mouth 1. Yes, we will take the kind that jingles, but we will rather the kind that folds. Thank you, baby. Now let's get to the show. So y'all know how I do, baby. I'm only doing the good parts. I don't care about the lame stuff, so we're going to skip right to it. So let's get to Scotty getting smacked up by Natalie on the last episode and that drama rolling into this episode. So at the beginning we see, Scotty freaking out hysterically because Natalie done put the pen pan down on her. And you know what, Scotty, you a grown woman. You 23 years old, baby. You was too old to be sitting here crying about somebody slapping you. Baby, either hit back or shut up. I don't know what to tell you at this point. But I definitely feel like Natalie was wrong, y'all, for putting her hands on her friend, so-called friend. But that just goes to show how little respect she actually has for Scotty. And it's been that way for a while now. But while everybody's looking left, I think y'all know, while everybody's looking left, I like to look right. I always like to analyze what nobody else wants to analyze. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I feel like Scotty has been using Natalie for a while to stay relevant, to stay on TV, to keep a job. Because let's be clear, Scotty don't really have no talent that would carry her without Natalie. Like, she don't have that much personality. She ain't, she's decent looking, but she ain't that cute. She has no striking ability about her that would make her able to transcend across different networks. She's not a New York. She's not a Tommy. She's not a Jocelyn. She's not, one of those people. She's very, it's like watching paint dry looking at Scotty as far as her personality goes. So she knows who butters her bread. She knows that Natalie is her best chance and only chance of really staying relevant and staying on TV. So while everybody's like, oh my God, why are you letting her do you like that? Why are you letting her treat you so badly? Baby, she's getting as much as she's giving. While y'all see her taking all of that harsh treatment, getting the abuse and the verbal abuse and the emotional abuse and the physical abuse from Natalie, what you don't see is all the checks she cashing, all the shopping sprees she going on, how she's able to take care of her family and everything else off of the money she's getting off Natalie. And the only reason that she even is Natalie's friend at all is because of how Natalie is putting her on. She even said it in her own confessional.
I got all this going in my head, but you're still my boss. You still put me on. Like, what am I supposed to do in this situation?
So, I don't think there's any victims in the situation. I think that Natalie is a horrible friend and her ego is very inflated. And I think that Scotty is a weak-willed opportunist. And she's very passive-aggressive, which I've said in my previous videos. Scotty was definitely laughing.
Whoa. Hey, yeah. You need to talk to this bitch. Because I got the master. Because I keep telling myself I'm not let me. What? Why you want Natalie, why Krishan want to fight you? Hey, let me speak to hey,
And she turned her head to the other side. I don't know if her head... I'm not going to say she was fully in tune to what was going on, but it was going on for a long time. Krishan was repeatedly trying to get Natalie's attention for the duration of that whole live. So there was no way for Scotty, who was sitting literally 2 feet away, to not know what was going on. And the camera did show you laughing, Scotty, at the end of the day. So you did laugh. You know what I'm saying? We did hear you say, wait, what's going on? But that's just how passive-aggressive people are. They like to play dumb when things are going down. You knew what was going on, and you didn't want to choose sides because you were sitting between two EPs. You sitting between Krishan and Natalie. If you jump on Krishan, you know you're not good at Zeus. If you jump on Natalie, you're not good at Zeus. You can't do nothing. You know, so that's what it was. And that's what you should have told Natalie. I'm a worker, B. You a boss. You can fight Krishan. I can't, because if I fight Krishan can take food out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So you should have just said that. That's why Scotty didn't bust a move. And story be told, truth be told, Scotty also did not bust a move because Scotty don't like Natalie. Like I just said, she's only her friend for the money. She don't like Natalie, and she was low-key felt vindicated when Krishan slapped Natalie. She like, ooh, finally somebody did it. Somebody did something I can't do. Somebody did something I want to do. You know? So at the end of the day, Scotty, your passive-aggressive behavior, and this is like I said, this is why I don't like people like that. Because now it's imploding on you. It's imploding. Your passive aggressiveness is now making you spontaneously combust. Your friendships and relationships are all burning up and blowing up around you because you don't know how to state your feelings. You don't know how to demand respect. You don't know how to say what you feel. You don't like Natalie. You're only there for the money. You're not her real friend. And now that she's been seeing it, it's starting to blow up in your face, and it blew up in the form of an ass whooping. And that's not the only relationship that's going to happen like that to you in your life, Scotty. It's going to keep happening until you are able to stand up for yourself, say how you feel, mean what you say what you mean, and stand firm on your word while you walking in your talk, in the words of Funky Dineva. You really have to mean it and be that woman that you say you is, because all of this little weak will, I don't know, girl, that's not going to get you nowhere. And furthermore, Natalie, how are you going to get mad about getting slapped when you're literally on a show that is about fighting? That's all this show is about, is fighting. And you thought because you was the producer of the show or you're the creator of the show that you were immune to the symptoms of the show? Honey, you was fighting last season. You're going to be fighting this season, next season, the season after that. Get your old ass off this show. Point blank, period. So fast forward to the club. They perform, do everything, You know, the same performance we've been seeing for the last 5-6 episodes on repeat happens once again. And I'm so glad that the ladies were able to go to the club and actually hold it together after all the drama that had just happened and none of them really liked each other. I'm so glad they was able to go make that money. Like, that's really what it's about, honestly, at the end of the day. Making that money. So the fact that they was able to put all that drama aside, go do their club booking and get their fee, I love that for them. But let's talk about what happened after the performances. So per her use, Krishan dipped out. Honestly, this time I think she was justified in leaving because Natalie and her was not getting along. But Stunner Girl leaving with Krishan, girl, I know you and Krishan got a little lesbianist thing going on, and I honestly think they left together, girl, to go to the hotel room or go back to the house and do a little something, I don't know, before Krishan hit the road, girl, because that was just too convenient, y'all leaving together. But at the same time, I don't think, Stunner Girl, you have the clout to be leaving performances and leaving bookings and things like that. We don't even know you like that no more. Like, no shade, Stunner Girl, you had a little bit of clout a couple years ago, but we don't know you like that no more. Your fan base is really not popping like that for you to be doing stuff like this. Because if you weren't on this show, who will be checking for you? You need to be trying to secure your spot at Zeus to make sure that you can get brought back on season after season like Krishan did. Because otherwise, baby girl, you gonna be right back where you started at, doing $200 bookings at local clubs in Oakland or wherever you from. But at the end of the day, sis, you ain't that girl. You ain't her. You not the girl in the picture. You ain't she. She ain't you. None of that. Okay? Krishan has put in a lot of work for Zeus. You know, she done got a lot of health bills, a lot of hospital bills, you know, a lot of first aid kits. You know, her boyfriend and drug her all across the camera on, you know, all of that. Just a lot of stuff she done had to do to get her spot that you have not earned yet. Don't be leaving no performances, sis. Because if you do it again, we're going to have to look over your contract. Anyway, so Krishan leaves. And I guess that was her final time leaving. She didn't come back. So fast forward, you got the next day, you got Stunner Girl and Lo talking about Chrisean leaving. And once again, here go Lo voicing her over opinionated ass opinion. Lo, I was so with Stunner Girl. See, I'm gonna praise you when you right and smack your hand when you wrong. I was with Stunner Girl when she said, why are you talking? Ain't you learned your lesson?
So Lo London sitting here talking about we all should have been at the meet and greet. Like, girl, ain't you learned your lesson? Like, last time you asked where somebody was at and you was worried about the next bitch, you left up out of there with lumps all upside your head.
I was so low. Haven't you learned by now? You literally got beat down by Chrisean for opening your mouth, talking about who was supposed to be where. This ain't your show, Lo. You are a worker. First of all, let me check you right quick, baby girl. You have not been on camera. You have not been on TV since you was on Oxygen in 2010, 2011. Lo, we don't even know you no more. And we don't care about you no more. You ain't hosted a club booking in 10 years. We do not care about Lo London. Nobody knows about you. Your music career ain't popped. You ain't made it on no other reality shows. Natalie finally had some sympathy for you and pulled you onto the Zeus network. And you just don't know how to shut up, sit back, and be cute. You keep running your mouth. At the money split, you had the most to say. At the first meeting, you had the most to say, and now once again, here you go running your mouth. Lo, it is not your job to step up and check people about where they going and who was supposed to be where and when they supposed to do their jobs. You barely got a job. And let's be clear, you ain't gonna be on next season. Nobody's gonna be looking for Lo next season. You got in a one little fight at the beginning of the season. You stole a moment when you got on stage and dropped your song. And then you've been a ghost since then. We don't even care about your character. Shut up. And I mean that respectfully, disrespectfully, I don't care. Take it how you want to take it. But I'm so sick of all these people on this show trying to act like they run something. Lord Jesus. And I wish Stunner Girl had hit her dead in her mouth. But you know what? Like I said, I'ma call out the BS when I see it. Stunner Girl, while you was sitting there in the confessional running your mouth talking about how wrong Lo was, and then she learned her lesson this, then she learned her lesson that, I see you didn't hit her. Because when Razor checked you on that jet, you hit her. Lo checked you in that room and you didn't hit her. Because you saw she fought Chrisean, and you know Lo get active, and you see how active she get. She might not have won that fight with Chrisean, but baby, you saw her talents, you saw her hands and how they move, and you didn't want that smoke. Because truth be told, Stunner Girl can't fight. She run her mouth a lot, but she can't fight. And when you in the presence of a real fighter, because just because Lo couldn't beat up Chrisean big ass, don't mean she can't fight. Lo can fight. And you didn't want them problems with Lo. So yeah, I'm gonna call you out too, Stunner Girl, because that's your first time. That's your first inconsistency I've ever saw. Baby, that's the first time I've ever saw you back down to anybody. And it was Lo London that did it to you. Check that, baby. Now, I do want to back up for a second, speed up for a second and talk about this scene between DJ Scott and Natalie happening in the kitchen, where Natalie basically, trying to, I guess, insinuate that DJ Sky's job was in jeopardy in some sort of way since Chrisean left the show, talking about, I don't think you should get fired just because Chrisean left. I hope you don't get fired. We need to have a meeting and discuss, your position here on the show. Girl, what? Girl, what? It's really giving, since I couldn't get your home, girl, I'ma stick it to you. Because, why is you even doing that? What meeting needs to occur? She is a cast member. She's already been paid by Zeus. She's already signed her contract with Lemuel. She don't need to have a meeting with nobody about nothing. Okay? She is the DJ. She's doing her job. Her job exists mutually exclusive of Chrisean. Okay? She is not Chrisean's babysitter. At the end of the day, they are two grown women in the industry, both trying to make it in their respective fields. DJ Scott trying to be a DJ and a rapper. Chrisean over here being a rapper. They don't have nothing to do with each other, sister. Yes, they are friends, but at the end of the day, I'm so tired of Natalie keep trying to intertwine DJ Sky and make her responsible for Krishan. When really, Natalie, you just see another Scotty when you look at DJ Scott. Let's lay it all on the line. You constantly bullying Sky about Krishan has absolutely nothing to do with Krishan. It's just your overinflated ego needing a whipping dog. You need somebody to beat up on. You need somebody to make you feel superior. So you pick on the weakest links. You always do this, Natalie. And DJ Scott is the weakest link. Her and Scotty are the two weakest links when it comes to Natalie. They both crumble in front of Natalie. They both don't know how to say no. They're both yes men. And DJ Scott, I'm going to be real with you. The only people who get respect from Natalie Nunn is people that beat her ass. And that goes to you too, Scotty. Everybody that whooped Natalie's ass gets respect from Natalie. Rolly whooped that ass, get respect. Krishan smacked that ass, get respect. She don't do that shit to people who whip her ass, people who stand up to her and fight her. Tommy, get respect. She don't do that to them. So I really want you to you know, stand up for yourself, DJ Scott. One time for the one time, because at the end of the day, baby girl, you ain't got that much personality, and I'm pretty sure she's not bringing you on next season anyway. So go ahead and punch a bitch or two. You know, what can it hurt at this point? And last but not least, y'all, I want to bring y'all into the scene where Biggie and Tommy calls Krishan to talk about her leaving the show. And Tommy getting upset with Krishan when Krishan said that she was bringing out the bulk of the crowd, that she brought out the crowd. Tommy, I know you used to be somebody about 6 or 7 years ago when you was on Love and Hip Hop, fighting with Tierra over scrap, fighting with everybody over scrap. But it's 2023, Tommy. Love and Hip Hop franchise has boiled down all 3 of their franchises to one reunion show where they book an Airbnb for a week and have all 3 franchises come to the Airbnb and fight. That's what Love and Hip Hop is now, okay? Very much in its twilight days. And so is your career. Okay, Tommy, you ain't bringing out no crowd, sis. Nobody is paying $20, $30, $40 to get into a club to see Tommy on stage singing a song that ain't nobody ever heard before. Okay? Nobody downloads your music. We don't know your music. We don't care about your rap career. It never got off the ground, sis. Nobody ever saw it for you. You never got signed. You ain't bringing out no crowd, sis. The only way Tommy can bring out a crowd is when she has relevancy on a TV show. And in the last 5-6 years, what TV shows have we seen Tommy on? Besides this one in Love and Hip Hop? None. So your pre-pandemic clout don't translate, sis, and we don't care about it. So at the end of the day, you getting mad at Krishan for saying that she brings out the crowd is out of line. Because she's correct, she does bring out the crowd. We don't know you bitches. Flat out. And y'all ain't shaking flat out. And the funny thing about it is, you know, what I respect, I always respect the motherfuckers who will say what they gotta say in somebody's face. I don't respect somebody who say what they gotta say behind somebody's back. So you could have said that to her face, because Krishan has said multiple times that this is her show, she bring out the crowd. She said that multiple times in y'all face. So for you to wait till she was all the way back home in LA for you to get greasy over that phone, Tommy, you a scary bitch to me. Because you would not say none of that to Rock Face. Because when she called Natalie old on that bus, truth be told, you felt hit.
Just grab my chaser. But Rock, it's always funny. But I pray you get to my age. No. But I pray you get to my age.
But you didn't bust a grape, bitch. So that's kind of for me anyway. That's where the show ended. The next episode looks about just as boring as this episode. Like I said, the season is pretty much over since Krishan left. We just trying to wait for it to die out at this point. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. That's a wrap. So Y'all go ahead and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about the show. Drop down in the comments and leave me a comment because I love reading you guys' comments. Good, bad, and ugly. I love reading all of them. But yeah, y'all, so stay tuned. I'm about to go ahead and do the South Central Baddies review. And yeah, stay tuned. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.